So now I'm going to be going over the nerves. Here's the list. You can pause it and look at it for more in depth. Okay, so the first one is in the arm model, and I need some space. So the first one is the axillary nerve. You will find that on the arm, and A for armpit, axillary armpit. So this one kind of like curves down to like go under your armpit. So it's like someone's tickling your armpit right under there. And you can see it coming out the back side right there too. So it's like coming up from behind your armpit. So that's the axillary nerve. Next one is the radial nerve. Rotating thumb starts with R for radius, so it's going to be this one here. Go away. Next one is the median nerve, and look for the nerve in the middle, and it's actually this one. Some people actually get confused and call it this one, but if you notice, this one continues on and goes to here. This is actually the ulnar nerve, because ulnar goes to the pinky, because the pinky is the smallest finger, so it's kind of like the underdog. So it's U, ulnar for underdog, and radial for R for rotating thumb. So yes. The next one is the, what is it? Axillary, radial, median, ulnar. The intercostal nerves would be between your ribs. So in this model, you have to kind of turn around to the back. The intercostal nerves are the ones that go sideways. So it's like these guys that go that way. It'd also be on this model, the intercostal nerves are all of these coming out of the spine, because intercostal refers to like the vertebrae. Okay, next one is the sympathetic trunk, which is actually in the back here too. The sympathetic trunk is the one that goes down. So intercostal ones go sideways, and the sympathetic trunk goes down. And these little orange dots here are actually the sympathetic chain ganglia, which you learn about in chapter 16 with the autonomic nervous system and like the exit routes with the nerves and everything. So this is what they're talking about, the sympathetic chain ganglia. Okay, next is the vagus nerve. Okay, so this is this model again. And the vagus nerve, this is where your heart would be. There's kind of like a cavity right here because it's not in here. The heart would be right here. And so the vagus nerve is this like web-like structure. It's also this one too. And you can remember this because Vegas, like Las Vegas, will catch you in a web of sin and debauchery. So that's how you can remember this is the vagus nerve. The next one is the cervical plexus, brachial, lumbar, and sacral plexus. So if you look at this, if you look at this, the cervical plexus is just the ones at the top. A plexus is just a group of nerves. So it's this group here, and then the brachial ones are the ones underneath, because it like goes to your arms and stuff. So this is a group of nerves that makes the brachial plexus. The next one is, what was it, lumbar? This is the ones down here. This is the lumbar plexus. This one here and this one, because it's like in the lumbosacral region. And then the sacral plexus is the ones down here. And the rest of them in between the lumbar and the brachial, all of these extras are just the intercostal nerves, which are also here. And what else? There's the obturator nerve, the sciatic nerve, femoral, and tibial, which are all on the leg. The femoral, like if you put this down like an actual leg, the femoral nerve would be going down the femur. So this here would be the femoral nerve. This is like your leg on the femur. In the back, you have, this is the leg on the, this is the back side of the leg. This long one is the sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve branches into two. So right there it branches. This is the smaller one. So this is going to be the common fibular, because it goes down the fibia bone, which would be over here. And you can remember that because fibula is like fib, a tiny little fib, so it's like a little white lie, so it's going to be a smaller. And this one is bigger, so this is going to be the tibial nerve. And anything else? Oh yes, the obturator nerve. The obturator nerve is going to be found in the pelvic hip region. So if you look inside, this little white one right there, It's the only white nerve thing in this hip region. It's called the obturator nerve because it goes through the obturator foramen. If you remember, in the hip, in the bones, the obturator foramen. So this right here is the obturator nerve, that white part. And I think that is all. So goodbye.